So nervous.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with
Marisol.
She's one of my friends. She, as you can tell, is a very natural person. She doesn't really do a lot of makeup, and when she does, it's very, very light. Today we're going to give her a full glam. The first step is choosing the vibe. Basically, I just did a random wheel with a bunch of different colors because she didn't know what she wanted to do. Of course, you get the most natural color.
I knew I didn't want red.
We're gonna do a nude, like brown smoky eye. Let's get straight into the video. By the way, she's gonna be eating throughout this because she just got done with classes. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Funny story, she has this primer and she thought it was an eyeshadow primer.
Gave me the wrong info.
We're gonna be talking about crazy customer experiences we've had at work. If you guys don't know, Marisol is a nail tech.
No one's done my makeup before.
She's a nail tech and I work food service. So we're not gonna say specifically where. She started working before me. What do you remember being your first crazy customer experience? This is the foundation we're going to use. A Maybelline 30 Hour Super Stay Activewear Foundation. 112, Natural Ivory. She's paler than me. Hopefully it matches her.
This lady came in, alright, she seemed like a regular client. They come in, pick their color. She picked her color, right?
You can talk. It's pale. I'm going to have to mix it with something.
I painted the color and I showed it to her because usually when your clients are iffy about their color, you're like, alright, before I put it in the machine, let me show it to her. And she was like, no, I like it. And I was like, you sure? Because she kept doubting. She was like, I painted it again. And she was like, I'm not liking this color. I was like, we can't go back no more. I'm sorry. It's done. We're going to have to soak this all off. And she's like, I don't want to soak it off. I want you to change the color. And I was like, well, I have to soak it to change it. I don't like the color. And I was like, okay.
You look so pale right now. I made you way too pale.
I can switch your color, but we got to soak.
Putting on a little bit of the Ordinary foundation. This is ancient. They don't make this anymore. A little bit more pinky and tan than what I put on her face now. She looks white as hell.
Then I called my boss and I was like, had to explain to her exactly what I said to her. Like, it's gel and it doesn't come off with the acetone like that. It's her fault. I didn't pick the color. I was just following instructions.
First step of a nail salon, pick your color.
I was like, well, you picked your color. Yeah, it looks fine to me. The color does not look bad. I gave you the chance to
change your mind
before we even put it in the machine. We did switch her color, guys. I swear. I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm not just gonna be like, well, too goddamn bad. In my head, I'm like, don't come back, please.
We're gonna do some cream contour next. It's the NYX Wonder Stick. You gotta warm up this face a little bit. No, it was August 14th when I first started working. It's a Halloween season. Halloween is the worst season to work because of all the Halloween parties. My first Karen was the weekend before Halloween because that year we only sell wings in boxes of 8. She called in an order and asked for 60 wings. We don't do 30 piece, 24 piece like that. You can say, let me get one order of wings, and that means 8 wings. We got confused. We were like, do you want 60 boxes or do you want 60 wings? 8 boxes would be 64 wings. And she refused to elaborate. I'm the only cashier. I don't understand what she's asking me for. I'm still new at this point. Coworkers, hey, there's a lady that wants 60 wings. So they throw in a bunch of wings into the oven. I'm giving her attitude a little bit because I'm like, do you want 60 boxes or do you want 8 boxes? Giving her attitude a little bit at this point, I will admit. She just refuses to elaborate. She's like, and what's your name? And I'm like, my name is Jennifer, have a good day. I don't know why I gave her my actual name. e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. She never called to complain about me, so I don't know what she did with that information. She came in, I had to deal with her a few times after that, and she always had a little bit of an attitude. 60 boxes, or do you want 60 piece? I did not understand what she wanted from me. My first Karen experience during Halloween season.
I have a lot. So this happened to me recently. So, okay, I was doing pedicures. She had to wait for I want to say 20 minutes because we were pretty full. Acrylic on her toes when she did not need no acrylic. We only put acrylic when you crack a nail or people want it a little longer, but it's because their nails pretty short. Her nails were fine. She did not need it at all. She's like, I like that square look. You get that? I'm like, that square look, a lot of people like it. Her natural nail was already square. I did the pedicure. I cleaned her feet up. I washed her hair. I did the nails. I was like, okay, That tickles.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I don't do acrylic on toes. Like, that's just something I don't do. And my boss was actually right next to me doing somebody else's feet and was like, okay, I'll put on the acrylic right now. So we kind of swapped. And so she put on the acrylic.
We're doing the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush, shade Bermuda.
And so she was doing the acrylic and she was like, telling my boss, like, why are you putting it on like that? Like, can't you put it on flat? And my boss was like, I'm gonna have to file it down to smooth it down. It looked lumpy at first, you know? My boss showed her, like, okay, how does it look? And she even filed it down before she even did the other side. And she was like, okay, I like it, you know? She was like, she said yes to it.
We're going with 2 different concealers. The first one is the Maybelline, the Age Rewind, the Eraser concealer, and the Milani Conceal Perfect, whatever this concealer is called.
I also asked for a manicure. I'm over here doing her manicure. This is scary.
How?
You're so close to my eye. I'm over here doing her manicure, you know. Same thing happens. She picks her color and we put it in the machine and she's like, I don't really like this color. Doing her hands and she's like, you know what? It's fine, whatever. Because she was getting frustrated. She was there for a while. I just need her out of here.
Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 15 Light Powder Puff.
And this lady got like frustrated, but she didn't really like the powder on her toes because I kept seeing her like look at it while I was doing her manicure. And
you could tell she didn't like it.
But she stood, yes, I don't like it. Can you take it off? And I was like, then why did you say yes? Like, one, you're wasting product and you're wasting time, especially because she seemed like she had to go somewhere. And then my boss came out and she's like, can you tell her that I want this off? And I was like, give me a second. I'll be right back. She wants to soak it, like, she doesn't want this anymore. My boss was like, well, you said you liked it. Why didn't you say it? She's like, well, I don't want it anymore. She's like, it looks ugly. It looked ugly from the start. God, I was just sitting there like, oh, Lord. Soak it off. So I went down.
Powder contour.
I'm like, stop cutting me off, bitch.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Soaking her feet. My boss's mom comes up to her and was like, well, you're going to have to pay for that because you wasted product. You should have said no from the start. She's like, I ain't paying for... I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss. Oh.
You can cuss.
I don't know if kids are going to watch this. I ain't paying for shit. I'm only paying for my hands, blah, blah, blah. And I mind you, I did her hands and her feet, but I did not do the acrylic. I just did the cleanup. At that point, they're kind of getting close to each other, and it looked like they're about to boom, boom, soaking her feet, bro. So she's over here, like, kind of kicking her feet, and I was like, lady, if you don't chill, you're about to hit me in the face.
At that point, it's not your fault. Like, girl,
like,
figure out what you want.
I was just like, okay. My boss was like, that's how you respect your elders? And she's like, that's how you respect your clients? Like, why are you talking back to me? Blah, blah, blah. So she gets up because she's, like, already frustrated that they keep talking back to her. And she's like, I already said I'm going to pay only for my hands. Damn! And my boss was like, hey, like, you know, you still got to pay for the service. You got the service. You still have to pay the service of the cleaning. We're not going to charge you the whole thing because... obviously you didn't like it, but we're just gonna have to charge you for the service of the cleaning. No, I'm only paying for my hands. And let her pay for the hands because trust me, she about to walk out and not pay.
Bronzer, the Rimmel London. Ignore that it's shattered. I broke it when I got it. 20 Sunshine. Okay, we're gonna go with bronzer all over the face.
Telling her how much it is, but like obviously not charging her the full gel pedicure with the acrylic. She was just charging her like a regular pedicure because she did all the cleaning, and she just walked the fuck out.
Didn't pay for anything?
Nope, didn't pay for nothing.
That means you didn't get paid?
Nope.
Oh.
That was an hour wasted.
That's the thing I like about my job. Even if the customer comes in and complains, I'm getting paid no matter what. I could stand up there dealing with a Karen for 5 hours and the whole time I'm getting paid. My
boss was over here like running after the lady. Like literally she opened it and then one of the clients was like, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like just let her go. Like, you know. Because you never know what this lady got in her car. Shit. Like, took a picture of, like, the lady's...
license plate?
The plate, yeah. She took a picture. She was trying to get, like, the lady's face, too. Kind of already knew it. When she sat in that chair, I was like, she's going to be one of those.
She's going to be a problem. Hiring. She's looking for another job.
Yes.
We're going in with the Hourglass blush, the Diffuse Heat Ambient blush, whatever. It's the marble one. I don't know. I feel like your Karen experiences are
just too much drama.
There is. There's more that can go wrong in your job than in mine.
It's like next thing you know, you're gonna have someone literally swinging at you.
And it's I've had that almost.
And it's like they're like close, super close. Unlike you, you're in the.
I have a counter.
It's like, oh, you're gonna Come get me. Come on. Cross my counter. You don't play no games.
I don't play no games. Jump over this counter if you want to.
I dare you. I dare you.
Really good eyebrows.
I have a lot of eyebrows. I'm a hairy little lady.
NYX micro brow pencil. We're just gonna fill in like the tail a little bit.
I need to go get them threaded.
Yeah, I can. They're a little grown out, but it's fine. Base makeup looks so good. I'm so jealous.
If you need nails?
Yes, we got you. Basically, if you need a wedding crew, I'll be your photographer. I'll be your makeup artist. I'll do your hair. She'll do your nails, and we'll kick out your annoying mother-in-law. A small fee of $20. This is the brow gel we're using, by the way. It's the NYX one in Thicken and Stick. If you can't tell, I like e.l.f. and NYX a lot because they're cheap and they're good.
What is that for?
To make sure the hairs don't go all crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. If I'm covering her face, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, y'all. The others. I haven't had a actual really bad Karen experience in a while. This lady, keep in mind, I had just got to work. I just got there and I took over on the register. The girl that was up there left. Being really nice to me, she bought some more food from me while she was waiting for her order. I'm looking for her order. I'm like, hey, what's the name on your order? And she tells me, it's I'm not gonna say her name, but I was like, let's just say her name is Jane. She's like, oh, it's Jane. I'm not seeing a Jane in the system. What was the order? Do you have your receipt? She doesn't have her receipt. Yeah, 2 of your classic meals. I'm not seeing that, and she doesn't have a receipt. She doesn't have any proof of purchase. I can't give you anything if I don't have proof that you bought it. I believe her that she bought something because she was sitting there waiting, and she said, hey, I bought this. I'm waiting for my order. Let me buy 2 more of these while I wait. I believe her, but I have no proof of purchase, and I can't find her order. Her name isn't there. And the girl that took her order left, so there's nothing I can do about it. She starts going off on me. I get my manager. I love her. Shout out Belen. She's a ride or die manager. She doesn't work there anymore. But when she did work there, we were unstoppable. We're like, ma'am, I can't do anything. We don't have any proof that you bought it. You don't have your receipt. You don't have nothing. It goes on like this for I think 2 hours. When the argument started, sun was say 5 p.m.
Did you argue for an hour or what?
2 hours. Once she finally left, it was dark outside.
Oh.
It was dark outside. It was nighttime.
Damn, she must have had nothing else to do.
Yes,
2 hours.
We told her, we're like, bro, you gotta leave. And she was like, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops. Girl, is it really worth it for 2 of these? It was $15 worth of food. The Soft Glam Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's all velvet. And with the shade Rustic, this medium brown color. It's going into her crease and we're just smoking it out. We had a full lobby. I'm trying to get the other customers on her side, explaining her story and stuff. And I just kept going, next, next. Okay, hi, how can I help you? Hi, how can I help you? Next customer, next customer. I was getting through this line. Our lobby was full. She was telling me, she was like, you're going to feel stupid when you count your register tomorrow or at the end of the night and see that you're over by $20. The main manager, the general manager, because Belen was an assistant manager, she's a crew lead. She didn't want to come talk to her. This lady's furious. You're gonna feel really stupid. You're gonna feel really stupid. I'm like, ma'am, I didn't take your order. Just arguing with us the whole time. She's not leaving unless we call the cops on her. The manager just ended up giving her food.
And then she left.
She left, and we haven't seen her ever since.
Don't come back.
Please don't come back.
If you're watching this, don't come back.
You're not welcome. We're going to go with this darker brown shade right next to the other one we use. It's called Cypress Umber. It's a darker brown. We're just going to put that on the end, the very outer corner of her eye, just to add some dimension. No offense. I love all our customers. We have a lot of regulars. I remember regulars' names and stuff like that. But this lady, she had time that day. Her sister was the one that ordered. So her sister was telling her come on, let's just leave. And the lady was like, no, leave. Happened before where I'm on the register at nighttime, we're about to close. And this guy came in. He had a receipt in his hand. And he's like, hey, I had ordered this. My wife came in and ordered it. She forgot to come back to pick it up because I work in a little shopping center. There's a grocery store. So apparently she ordered her food, went grocery shopping, and forgot to come back for her order. And so the guy came in to pick it up, supposedly. That's his story. He gives me the receipt, and something's just off about him, which sounds so bad because it sounds like I'm just judging a homeless man. What was the order under? What name? He's like, oh, I didn't give a name. That's weird because whenever you order something and you have to wait for it, we take your name. Red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is, what time did she come in? Because at this point, it's 10 o'clock at night, about to be 10 o'clock or something like that. And the receipt says that the order was at 7. It was at 7:30 something or 7:40. So I'm like, oh, he knows what time it is. So I'm like, now I'm confused. I'm like, are you lying? Are you telling the truth?
Or he's smart. He saw the receipt.
He read the receipt. Yeah. I call over. We didn't have our main manager there at that moment, but I call over the 2 crew leads. They're dealing with him, and they end up just giving him the food. While they're dealing with that, the plaza security officers in line were the only ones in the store. So they give the guy the food. He immediately takes it and leaves. The security comes up to us with a 2-liter soda in his hand, and he's like, oh, someone left this outside. I'm returning it to you guys. Oh yeah, that guy, I saw him like dig through the trash can outside and pull out a receipt.
Oh
and
my god.
Just gave away free food to a guy that like picked a receipt out of the trash can outside. Like, I don't blame you, but I blame the crew leads in that moment. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Because I did my job. I saw the red flags, and they're the ones that didn't pick up on it. They just gave him the food.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I saw him, like...
He stood there watching this interaction and didn't tell us that, like, oh yeah, I saw him going through your guys' trash can and pick out the receipt
This
until
was
after.
the police officer?
Security for the little shopping center, the little plaza.
Bruh.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't get paid enough for this. He returned us a 2-liter soda that was outside, that someone just, like, left outside. But he didn't tell us, oh yeah, that guy's lying. Like, I saw you pick out that receipt from the trash. I did my job. I don't know what else I could have done in that situation. You'd be surprised how much people steal. Every time someone steals something, usually sodas, because we have our soda coolers. You can just open the door, the sliding door, and grab a soda and walk out. I've seen so many people steal because I'm usually the one on the register. So he just stole and got away with it. Do you want glistening or do you want fairy? That's glistening, that's fairy.
I'm a fairy.
Fairy? Okay, we're gonna go in with the shade fairy.
You
It's a
already
gold
know.
shimmery color.
You
yes.
already know.
Miss Tinkerbell over here. I catch people stealing all the time. There's this regular girl that comes in, and like I said, I'm good with faces and names at my job. In real life, I'm not. I remembered her, but she was always so nice, and she always ordered the same thing. She always came in at nighttime. She waits for her order. She comes up to the counter when it's done, and she's like, oh, I'm picking up for this person, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, can I get this real quick? Like, she asked for like a sauce or something, sauce on the side. So I have to go into the back to get it. And while we're in the back, I'm letting you guys know this right now. We have cameras. We see you guys. Her boyfriend comes in while I'm in the back, takes a soda out of the cooler, and runs out, and she stays there at the counter. One time we finally confronted her because it was me and Belen on shift. It was just the 2 of us. So we confronted her. I pay for it or we're calling the cops. Because we had caught them multiple times. And she runs out. She runs out the store. For a second, she was looking all, like, confused. Like, what? Like, as if she didn't know what we were talking about. She just ran out. She took her food, and they pulled off very, very fast. And didn't come back for, like, 3-4 months. They never stole again. I catch people stealing all the time. Last time I caught someone stealing, I literally yelled out, hey, thanks for stealing. And he just, like, walked out. I'm going to take some of the concealer on a little brush and, clean up the eyeshadow. Oh, battery's almost dead. We're gonna cut and swap the battery. You didn't miss much. We're gonna go in with eyeliner. It's the e.l.f. eyeliner, the Intense Ink eyeliner. I hate this eyeliner. It's a felt tip pen, which, like, I don't really like. I used to use these, but I'm back into, like, dip eyeliner now. I'm just gonna take some concealer on a little oval flat brush and fix our mistakes. There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. That's from Bob Ross. Bob Ross said that. What are your guys' favorite YouTubers right now? A part of me is so delusional that I think I'm gonna be famous one day. And I'm like, what if my favorite YouTubers, like, see this video? And then they're like, this bitch is a creepy fangirl. And then so I can't mention anyone famous. I can't mention any celebrity crushes. I can't mention any of that because I'm gonna be famous.
Hey, we should collab.
Tara Yummy, she did a video with JC. Showed him a picture of, like, before she did YouTube, she was a fan of, like, a YouTuber group that he was a part of. And she showed him a picture of a meet and greet where she met him. and they like took a selfie together, and she was like a super fan, and she showed him the pictures because now they're like friends. And she showed it to him, and she was so scared to show him because she thought he was gonna think that she was like a creepy fan. But that's how I would feel. So I'm like so delusional that I feel like one day I'm gonna meet my YouTube idols. They're gonna think I'm creepy because I'm a fan of them. Because like in my first YouTube video I mentioned that I love them so much. Current favorite YouTubers. I love the Sidemen. Love the Cerniolo triplets. They're so entertaining. They inspire me so much. They inspire me to start my YouTube channel. I was literally gonna post October 1st, and then I found out the other day that October 1st was their YouTube anniversary of their first time posting. Somehow those motherfuckers cracked the code. They blew up really fast, and I'm trying to be like them. This is why I'm not putting lashes on her today, because I would glue her eyes shut. One of my current favorite YouTubers. I get super obsessed with YouTubers. Not like super obsessed, I mean like once I find a content creator that I like, I'll watch like all their videos. I love Dylan Is in Trouble. Even if I liked the movie before, once I watch his commentary, I'm like, yeah, no, you're so right. It's so trash. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna have you curl your own eyelashes. Just do one, and I'm gonna start doing your mascara.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared.
Maybelline Great Lash Classic Mascara. We use 3 mascaras in this household.
Huh? Guys, I only used one, and I got it the other day, I swear.
The e.l.f. Lash and Roll. Now we have this really busted, it's a purple Mexican Mariposa mascara. Makeup wipes are not gonna take off all your makeup. You're still gonna have makeup in your pores. Use micellar water or a cleansing balm. If you don't have cleansing balm, you can use coconut oil. And if you don't have micellar water, you could use rose water. Just a warning, rose water dries out your skin. So if you have dry skin, it's gonna dry it out more. It might irritate your skin a little bit. This mascara has a small wand, so you're not gonna look. It's the Butterfly Voluminous Sculpt Mascara. Why are you staring at me? She's looking at me like...
That's how you're supposed to put them on. Over here, when I was doing the bottom ones, because I was going like this one on the top. You know.
You were putting it from underneath?
So I was going like this. Girl, I don't know. Guys, I swear. This is why I don't do my makeup.
Highlighter, we're going to go back to our Wonder Stick. It has a cream highlighter on one side. We're going to take a little bit on our finger.
My sister always says, blind them bitches.
My favorite highlighter ever. It's the Lottie London Shimmer Squad The Good Girl highlighter. It's just a pan. It's not in like an actual compact. It's literally like you're supposed to take the pan and put it on like your own one.
Guys, we're back.
We're back. This is the finished look. So, look at it. She's so pretty. Oh my god.
She's been wanting to do this for a long time.
She's such a natural girl and I'm not. So it looks so pretty. Oh my god, and your hair. You're like a little doll. Like a little muñequita. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if I did an amazing job, because I know I did. But, yeah, rate it 1 through 10 in the comments. Let me know if you want to see more of Marisol on my channel.
Next time you see me natural.
Natural, probably. We'll take pictures, post them on Instagram. Her link is going to be in the description down below. She doesn't do YouTube, but she does do Instagram. She rarely posts, but you can see her nail stuff and maybe a few more Karen stories.
Maybe.
Maybe a few more
I'm
rants.
also thinking of making a page just for my nails. So
yeah, just
we'll
for her
see.
nails.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anyways, thank
Bye.
you so much for watching. Bye!